Good morning. I'm going to go ahead and put up another video of the grid. But actually, I'm here today more to talk about yesterday's grid, but I didn't have a lot of time to put up the video. And it's mainly because it's a great opportunity, if you hadn't noticed, to add some of the Burns All-Stars to your list of players you put on the grid. So to start with, if we look at the Pittsburgh row, we have a couple opportunities to put both of the Pittsburgh players, and I think they're interchangeable. So those players would be shortstop Honus Wagner and third baseman Pie Trainer. And as you can see here, I chose to put Honus Wagner in the 300 career average. That's the harder achievement to fulfill, I think. So if somebody were to put a gun to my head and said which one had over 300 career average, my guess would be Honus Wagner. Another member is Shoeless Joe Jackson. Now, the way that I have it, I'm pretty sure you need to put Shoeless Joe in the 200 hits because I wanted to round the old-timey players out with another member of the Black Sox, but not a member of the Burns All-Stars, which is Eddie Collins. He would have been the only of the 9 of the Black Sox who was not found guilty of wrongdoing. So other than that, I mean, they were all pretty garden variety, except for in the upper left. We have, so while the Burns All-Stars are, known for greatness, the individual in the upper left has become synonymous with baseball mediocrity by its very name. And in that sense, maybe has lent more to the game than, many of the other players on this grid. And that's Mario Mendoza, right? The person for whom the Mendoza line is named after. So anyways, yeah, I thought yesterday was a fun grid. I'll take a look at today's grid when it comes up, and we'll see if I record anything about that. All right. Hope your day is a good one. All right. So here's a recording of me doing today's grid. So you can see we got the Rockies, the Royals, Mets, Braves, Dodgers, and 3,000 career Ks. So first, I start with the Braves and the Rockies. No, what am I doing? So first I start with Kansas City and the Braves. I go with outfielder Gerald Perry. I think he started with the Braves and then eventually ended up with Kansas City at some point. Then I go with Kansas City and New York Mets. Go with Vince Coleman. After Kansas City, it goes to the Mariners. And then, oh yes, with New York and Colorado, I go with Roberto Hernandez, which was wrong. Todd Zeile would have been a good answer. That was another one I was playing with. But I went with the wrong answer. Hernandez would have worked with KC New York, though. He didn't play with the Rockies, as it turns out. So with Atlanta, Colorado, I go with the big cat, Andres Galarraga, and that went for 24. He's probably just about the highest pick. Vinny Castillo was who else I was thinking of. He probably also would have gone for a big percentage. With the Dodgers and the Rockies, Pedro Estacio, and again, Todd Zeile would work there as well. Los Angeles, Kansas City, I went with Tommy Davis, really good hitting outfielder that came up with the Dodgers, played for a lot of the newer expansion teams like the Astros and the Royals. I think he may have played for the A's as well. Of course, they're a really old team. 3,000 career Ks for Atlanta. I did go with Gaylord Perry. Phil Niekro would have also been a good one. But the Dodgers 3,000, I went with Don Sutton, which got 36. That really surprised me. I thought like Pedro would have been the highest, but apparently not. So I go with Pedro with the New York Mets 3,000, and that was not bad considering the category. Yeah, so that was my grid for the day. Hope yours went better than mine, although mine wasn't awful, but would have liked to gotten 9 out of 9.